We're pleased to be joined by Raffi Williams, the Deputy Press Secretary for Youth and Conservative Media at the Republican National Committee, Skyping in from Washington. Raffi, you're a young conservative, and you know all about this social media and the changes therein. What do you make of Governor Perry's fundraising efforts here? Is that good marketing?
I think it's great marketing. I think it helps Rick Perry build a team and build buy-in from the community and from fundraising, from donors and voters alike. You know, with a $25 buy-in for that thing, I think that it helps people feel like they're part of the Rick Perry team and supporting their governor and what they see as a politically motivated indictment. And so I think it's a very smart play. It helps build Rick Perry's PAC up, and it also helps build support for Rick Perry in general.
Raffi, Rick Perry isn't the only one with a smart marketing strategy. Maybe you've heard about this. The National Republican Senatorial Committee has unveiled a game called Mission Majority that users can play as an elephant named GOP. It's kind of a marketing strategy that is going to help the GOP hopefully attract key youth demographic. Have you checked this out?
I have. You know, it's one of these things that's a fun little game to play. It's a great way for the NRSC to build buy-in for what they're trying to do, which is take back the majority in the Senate, which we need to do. We have to fire Reid this cycle. I think it's a good way to get a news hook, but then also to keep people engaged with politics and what's going on, and to remind them that coming up in November, we have a big election that Republicans really need to win if we want to put the country back on the right track.
And Raffi, perhaps a more traditional nature, well, a traditional name with perhaps a new way to raise money. George Herbert Walker Bush, the 41st President of the United States, sending out emails saying, look, I got a thing for socks. And the RNC, made $1 million off selling distinctive George H.W. Bush signed socks? How did that idea come to fruition?
Well, we have some smart, creative people here at the RNC, and we noticed that H.W. Bush was getting a lot of attention for his colorful socks, in creative socks. And so we decided that we were going to make some George H.W. Bush socks and use them as a fundraising tool. And it did very well for us. And it's one of those things where you're seeing us engaging with voters, engaging with people who might not normally give money, but they're saying, you know, those socks are too cool to pass up. I want to show people I'm a Republican and have a connection to H.W. Bush. And, you know, I got to say, I'm jealous of his sock game.
I think JD is with you on that. So do you think it will actually get young voters out?
Well, I think that it attracts young voters' attention. These are things that young voters will notice. And so it reminds them that politics doesn't just come about in presidential cycles, but it comes about in the midterms as well. And it's something that we're hoping to get young conservatives very active and engaged on, and something that will hopefully push them to the polls and make them feel a bigger buy-in and connection with the Republican Party.
Raffi, far be it from me to cast a negative light on this, but with that intro, I got to get a little negative with it. One of the reasons for doing this, the fact that Republican fundraising, at least from some traditional conservative sources, has been somewhat less, at least in terms of the recent figures, than it has been in the past, and you have to find new ways to get money apart from some policies where there may be differences among different members of the party faithful?
Well, I think that this is actually just a way to get more people to donate. The RNC's had very strong fundraising numbers. We beat the DNC over the past 2 years. We have no debt. We have more cash on hand. So we're actually doing very well fundraising-wise. This is about engaging with voters, engaging with the grassroots, and giving them something that they can be proud of and have fun with.
So do you think we'll be seeing more of these kind of clever marketing gimmicks?
There's no promises here, but I think that you're going to see more creative ways to engage people, especially because, you know, the media is it's so busy. There's so much going on. There's so much noise, especially when it comes to politics. So being able to cut through the clutter with ingenious ideas like the socks or the app game, or whether it's Rick Perry's t-shirt, I think you're going to see more of these kind of things because it works and it's proven to work.
So maybe we might see the Republican National Committee do something like, well, I don't know, it'd be kind of old hat to do a calendar involving Capitol Hill's most beautiful people. Hey, Raffi, what's the deal, pal? Was that, the Hill used to put that out, and I guess it's not surprising during my days in Washington, they never contacted me as one of the most beautiful people, but there you are.
Well,
out with the old, in with the new, right, Raffi?
Sorry?
Out with the old, in with the new, right, Raffi?
Exactly. Though I think JD could still make that list.
Oh, you're such a diplomat. Oh, but really, that's got to be pretty cool to make that list. Has it, I'm sorry to get personal, but we will. Give us the dish. Has it helped your social life?
Well, it hasn't hurt. I'll put it that way.
There you go. There you go. So there's another marketing idea, a calendar.
Well, there it is, Raffi. I guess you will have to go. Here we are, giving you ideas. But do you think something like that seriously might be in the works?
Nobody's talked to me about it yet, but if it comes to work, JD, I'll give you commission because you're the one with the idea.
Oh, great. Well,
There you
very
go.
good. Raffi Williams, as always, checking in from the Republican National Committee, putting the fun back into fundraising and the evaluation of those who are blessed with
Good
a handsome
genes.
bearing. Yes. Raffi, we thank you very, very much.
Thank you.
So what do you think? Calendar, would that work?
I think that was a great idea. Poster. I mean, yeah, why not? Maybe just put him on his own Facebook page.
Cool.
GOP, Raffi.
Cool.
There you
I
go.
think we've got a late. There
There
he
you
is.
go.
It was
Right
in the
there.
hill, and would you look at the picture? There you have it. Handsome guy.
You'd
Remember,
vote for
most
that.
of us handsome guys are Republicans. Anyway, it's just America's Forum is coming right back.